Wisdom Shorts.
Learning is the only thing the mind never exhausts, never fears, and never regrets. Leonardo da Vinci. In 1503, the aging Leonardo da Vinci sat in his workshop in Florence, surrounded by unfinished paintings, mechanical inventions, and anatomical drawings. His apprentices surrounded him, their voices filled with concern. "Master Leonardo," cried Giacomo, "you're 51 years old. When will you finish the Mona Lisa and focus on one thing?" Leonardo looked around at his cluttered studio, flying machine designs next to human skulls, mirror writing beside botanical studies. Another student, Francesco, stepped forward desperately. "Teacher, you study everything. Art, anatomy, engineering, astronomy. People say you're scattered, that you never complete anything." Leonardo walked slowly to his workbench where a dissected human heart lay next to sketches of water flow. Without a word, Leonardo picked up his quill and began drawing the heart's chambers while simultaneously noting how water moves in rivers. His students, expecting him to choose one subject, watched in amazement. "Look at this," he said quietly, pointing to the heart's valves. "The blood flows exactly like water in my canal designs." The room fell silent as Leonardo's eyes lit up with the joy of connection. Suddenly, and without warning, Leonardo began pulling out drawing after drawing, bird wings next to flying machine sketches, tree branches beside studies of human veins, flower petals alongside architectural domes. His apprentices gasped as they saw the connections Leonardo was making between seemingly unrelated subjects, each study informing and enriching the others. "Students," Leonardo declared, his voice carrying the passion of eternal curiosity, "you think learning should have limits?" The young men stared at the web of knowledge surrounding them, beginning to see the patterns. "But Master," Giacomo whispered, "how can one mind hold so much? Isn't it better to master one thing perfectly?" Leonardo smiled with that boundless enthusiasm that had driven him for decades. "Tell me," he said, "what grows stronger? The muscle that lifts the same weight every day, or the one that faces new challenges?" "The one that faces new challenges," they replied, understanding beginning to dawn. Leonardo nodded with that insatiable curiosity that would inspire centuries. "When you understand that the mind grows stronger with every new subject it explores," he declared, "when you realize that learning is not a burden to be completed but a feast to be savored forever, then you discover that the person who never stops learning never stops growing, and the day you stop being curious is the day you start dying." That day, Leonardo's students embraced the joy of endless discovery. His interdisciplinary approach created innovations centuries ahead of his time. True genius lies not in knowing everything, but in never losing the hunger to learn more. When we embrace learning as a lifelong adventure rather than a temporary task, we discover that curiosity is the fountain of youth for the mind.